Thank you very much. Thank you very much. सम्पूर्ण साथीहरूलाई हार्दिक नमस्कार. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ एभ्रिवान. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ. मी रमेश बाबू भट्टराई, द ओनर अफ इंडियन एजुकेशन. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ माई डियर फ्रेन्ड्स. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ. गुड इभिनिङ. Now, I want to move ahead. I want to go. In the first session, I always take grammar session in first session and in number second. And sometimes in some days we have to discuss about poem, sometime paragraph, seen passage or unseen passage. Now I want to divide my class into two sessions. First one is grammar. Second one is free writing, passage, and also poem. Now may I go ahead? ल सबैले सेयर गरिदिनु त एकपटक पेज. Causative verbs, get, have, make, and let. These are the causative verbs. Causative verbs, get, have, make, let. First of all, we have to know that get and have with things means object. First of all, we have to say that object. If we have get, have, or here object means you can say that things. At that condition, we have to use verb third. Number first. I want to move very fast, not in writing, in concept. Now, number second, if there is get with agent, A-G-E-N-T, agent means doer. So we have to write 2 plus verb 1. Number second. Number third, if there is given make, at that condition we have to use only verb 1. If there is, am, are, was, and wre, were, be, being, and with make verb, and at that condition we have to use 2 plus verb 1. And at last, if there is let plus agent, at that condition we have to use only verb 1. That is the shortcut way of causative verbs. Very shortcut way. Number first, for example, look at here. If there is get with object, we have to use verb third. If there is get with object, and we have to use verb third. If there is get with agent, we have to use 2 plus verb 1. If there is make, and we have to use only verb 1. If there is passive form of make, or if there is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been, also been plus made, and at that time we have to use 2 plus verb 1. And if there is only let and agent, and at that condition we have to use verb 1. I want to give example. Look at here. Number first. I got my dress. W-A-S-H, was, to was, and W-A-S-H-E-D, washed. What can I use here? What can I use here? Now look at here. What can I use here in this condition? I got my dress. Look at here. Here is I is used as subject. Get verb, and it is the get verb. Past form of get got. And here is object. My dress is object. My dress is object. If get verb with object, at that time we have to use WASHED, washed. Are you clear? If get verb with object, and at that time, if get verb with object, and at that time we have to use only verb third. We have to use only verb third. It's very clear. If get verb with object, and at that time we have to use verb third. We have to use verb third. If there is get, and here is the past form of get got, and here is object means my dress object, and at that time if get with object we have to use verb third. Number second. Number second. Number second. I have got my mother. I have got my mother. Food. Cook. Cooked. Or to cook. What is the correct answer? What is the correct answer? Now, I have got my mother food. What is the correct answer here? Can you tell me? What is the correct option? Either cook, either cooked, or either to cook. Please share this video, please. What is the correct answer? Here is the form of get verb. I have got, and my mother. She is agent or doer. My mother, she is agent, or we can say that she is doer. काम गर्ने व्यक्ति हो. I have got. Here is the form of get verb. Have got, and my mother, she is agent or doer. And if there is get and agent, and in this condition, we have to use 2 plus verb 1. And so we have to write to cook. Clear? What is the difference between first and second? Get with object, verb third. Get with agent or doer, just 2 plus verb 1. Are you clear or not here? Get verb with object, verb third. Get verb with agent or doer, at that time we have to write 2 plus verb 1. Now I want to move. And if there is only make, number C. Number C. She made me at the party. What is the correct answer? D-A-N-C, dance. 2 D-A-N-C, dance. D-A-N-C-E-D, danced. What is the correct answer? She made me. If there is active form of make verb, and at that time, if there is only make, not passive, that is not written in passive. If make verb is in active form, and in this condition, we have to use only verb 1. Only verb 1. So the correct answer is D-A-N-C, dance. She made me dance at the party. But that is quite different. I was made made at the party. At the party, party. In this condition, DNC dance, DNCD danced, to DNC dance. If made is with means make verb is in that is written in passive form. If make verb is written in passive form. If made verb is with is, am, are, was, were, been, being. If made with is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. And at this condition we have to write 2 plus verb 1. I was made to dance. I was made to dance at the party. To dance at the party. Number next, if make verb is written in passive form. If made is with is, am, are, was, were. At that time we have to use 2 plus verb 1. If there is only one, that is make or made. If make verb is written in active form, and we have to write only verb 1. If made is written in passive form means if there is was, where, is, am, are, be before made. In this condition we have to write 2 plus verb 1. Are you clear? Now, she lets me to the party. What is the correct option? Correct option here. Now, she lets me dot dot dot. Go, go, to go, gone, gone. She lets me dot 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 to the party. What is the correct option here? She lets me dot 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 to the party. Go, to go, gone. What is the correct option here? The correct option is just, we have to write just verb 1. That is the correct option is go. Now listen to me once again. Listen to me once again. If get verb with object, we have to use verb third. If get verb with agent, we have to use 2 plus verb 1. If there is only make verb, we have to use verb 1. If there is, am, are, was, were, be, being. With made, we have to write 2 plus verb 1. If there is late plus agent, and we have to write only verb 1. Only verb 1. It's the very easy one. Very shortcut way of using causative verbs. Clear? Are you clear? My dear friends, are you clear or not? It's very easy. Please take a screenshot. Screenshot, let me the screenshot. Please take a screenshot. Please take a screenshot. Now, and after grammatical session, and I want to move to teach poem weather. Now, I want to move to another part. Now look at here. Is it visible or not? Have you seen it? Now, the poem is entitled Weather. The poem is entitled Weather. The poem is entitled Weather. It is written by Thomas Hardy. Now, look at here. The poet describes two weathers. Here is the first stanza is described about. This stanza describes about which season? About spring season. Which season? Spring season. This is pleasant season. This is very good. That is very good for everyone. Now, look at here. What do you mean by weather? What do you mean by weather? That is the season. That is the season. That is the state of atmosphere. Weather is known as, it is the state of atmosphere. State of atmosphere. Now, weather. It is composed by Thomas Hardy. The writer describes about the two seasons. In first stanza, he describes about spring season. The spring season is very much pleasant. The spring season is very nice. Everybody likes spring season. Every animals like spring season. Every birds like spring season. But in another stanza, in second stanza, the writer describes about winter season. The winter season is very much cold. The birds don't like winter season. Human beings, they don't like winter season. But the birds like spring season. Human beings like spring season. Now look at here. This is the weather the cuckoo means the bird likes. This is the weather the cuckoo, the bird likes. And so do I. The writer also likes spring season. The cuckoo, it likes also spring season. Now, are you clear? Now, when showers, the light rain, now betamels, it means disorder. That throwing disorder. Betamel means it throwing disorder. Disorder. Now, when the source, the light of rain, betamels means throwing disorder. The chestnut spikes. Chestnut means kodusko rook. And spikes, that is the sharp, spikes means sharp points. Chestnut, like kodusko rook, it's like a type of tree. Spikes means that is the sharp point of, that is the chestnut. यो चेस्टनट भनेको कडुसको रुख, स्पाइक्स भनेको त कडुस्काबाट निक्लेका त्यो काँडा हुन्छ नि, त्यसलाई स्पाइक्स भनिन्छ. होइन त के हुन्छ, दिस इज द वेदर द कुकको लाइक्स, यो वेदर हो कुककोलाई मन पर्छ, सो डु आई, मलाई पनि मन पर्छ. When the showers पानीका थोपाहरू बेटम्बल्स हो थ्रो डिसअर्डरमा आइरहेको हुन्छन् पानीका थोपाहरू चेस्टनट स्पाइक्स भनेको त के हुन्छन् कडुसको रुख पनि हुन्छ कडुसको काँडा पनि हुन्छ and the nestlings fly baby birds. What do you mean by nestlings? Thus nestlings mean baby birds. Nestlings means baby birds fly. Baby birds fly. The nestlings fly. This is the weather the cuckoo likes, so do I. Cuckoo likes spring season. The writer likes spring season. And in the spring season, the small drop of water we can easily notice there. And similarly, we can find out the chestnut spikes there. And the nestlings means baby birds fly in spring season because they like it. And the little brown nightingale, brown, that is the color in brown. The nightingales, it is the bird. Bills means sings. Bills means sings. Bills means sings his best. Means in this season, cuckoo also sings. And also the nightingale also sings. Nightingale sings the best song in the spring season. Now, and they sit outside the traveler's rest. The traveler's rest, it is also the hotel. Hotel is also known as the traveler rest. And in the spring season, people travel from south to west. People travel everywhere. And so they take rest in hotel, restaurant. Now, and they sit outside at the traveler's rest. It means hotel. And the maids means young girls. Maids means young girls. Young girls. Now, young girls come for spring muslin dress. Dress means dress. Spring muslin dress भनेको यो मखमलको कपडा के मखमलको कपडा ब्युटिफुल क्लोथेस भेरी soft clothes. Muslim dress, soft cloth. Now, and maids means young girls come from spring muslin dress. Oh, यो सिजनमा स्प्रिङ सिजनमा यङ गर्ल्सहरू पनि एकदम मखमलीका कपडा नरम मखमलीका कपडा लाएर आउँछन् ट्राभलर्सहरू यात्रीहरू यात्रा गर्न रुचाउँछन् स्प्रिङ सिजनमा नाइटिङ्गेलले गीत गाउन रुचाउँछ साना साना पानीका थोपा खस्छन् कुक्कोलाई मन पर्छ यो सिजन द राइटरलाई पनि मन पर्छ नाइटिङ्गेलले गीत गाउँछ कुक्कोले पनि गीत गाउँछ हो तर स्पेशली नाइटिङ्गेलले बेस्ट गाउँछ भनेको छ ट्राभलर्स यात्रीहरू भनेको हो यात्रीहरू घुम्न रुचाउँछन् यो बेलामा that is the spring season that is most pleasant season now and citizens means here is people oh. People dream of the south and west means they want to south and west dream of south and west means they want to travel everywhere and so do I oh. Citizensहरू मान्छे नागरिकहरू पनि के गर्न रुचाउँछन् the citizens the people they want to travel and so the writer he also wants to travel. Are you clear? So we can say that the first stanza it describes about spring season. First stanza it is described about spring season. Are you clear? Now I want to move to second stanza. No. Next. Now I want to move to second stanza. This is the weather that shepherd sons. Means shepherds don't like. The person who looks after shepherd. Sheep. The person who looks sheep. He is known as the shepherd. This is the weather the shepherd sons means dislikes. Sons means dislikes. This is the weather the shepherd sons dislikes and so do I. The winter season. Second stanza describes about winter season. The shepherd doesn't like, and also the writer also doesn't like it. Now, when beaches drip, beach. What do you mean by beach? What do you mean by beach? Yeah, beach. Can you tell me? Now, no. When beaches or type of tree, drip means FALL fall in browns and also DUNS downs. What happened? Downs means it is also hate. Because why? Because downs means changes into BROWN brown. So if sons means dislikes or hate, and dawns means changes into brown. And the thresh and ply means no. Don't disturb you. Oh now thresh. Thresh means separate. Thresh means separate. And also the ply means separate. And ply means pile, it means pile. It means pile. Now listen to me. This is the weather the shepherd sons, and the winter season the shepherds doesn't like it. And so do I. The writer also doesn't like winter season. And when beaches means the trees and also the leaves, they fall down. And also the browns and the dawns. And the leaves of the tree, they changes into brown. They changes into brown, not green. Now, and the thresh and ply. And at that time, the leaves of the tree, and they separate and they also ply means they fall down and collected. Now, and heel height tides. Heel height tides means tides. Very strong tides. And through and through. Through and through means again and again. Again and AGIN. Again. Heel height tides means very strong tides. And what is the crop? And it is the hit. Heel height tides. It throb means it means hit. Again and again. And the meadow means grassland. Rivulets overflow. Or rivulets means STRM stream. Jharna sano jharna. Overflow. And drops on the gate bars and hang in the wall. It means and drops on the gate bars means here is ice. That we can easily notice in bar. We can easily notice in a row, in line. And the rooks of black, huge bird. And the rooks in families Omargo means the bird wants to go home. The bird doesn't want to stay outside. And so do I. The writer also doesn't like to stay outside. The writer wants to return home, wants to go home. The bird rooks, it wants to return home. And so we can say that winter season is unpleasant and spring season is pleasant. The writer and the birds, they like spring season. The birds and the writer, they don't like winter season. So in the first stanza, the writer describes about spring season, which is very pleasant. In second stanza, the writer describes about winter season, which is not good. Now, can you tell me synonym word? Find the words from the poem that are similar in the following words phrases. A brief and usually light fall of rain. No. We have to tell. Can you tell me? A brief and usually light fall of rain. Tell me. Please comment. Good. Sings means? Sings means? Sings means? No. Sings means builds. And young woman means? Young woman means? Yummy ideas maids. To tumble about, throw into disorder. Throw into disorder. Now throw into disorder. Throw into disorder. Beatable. Baby birds. Baby birds. Baby birds. Dislike means sons. SHVN sons mean dislikes. Baby birds. Nestlings. Baby birds, nestlings. A brief and usually light fall of rain. Sour. Sings means builds. Now young women, that is the maids. To tumble about or throw into disorder. Betumble. Baby birds. Nestlings. Dislikes. Sons. Dislikes. Sons. A dull grayish brown color. Now a dull grayish brown color. DUNS. Brown is the DUNS dons. Brown is DUNS dons. Beat or sound with a strong regular rhythm. Beat or sound with a strong regular rhythm. Throb. And small rivers or streams. Now, small rivers or streams. Rivulets. Good. Now, I want to move to another one. Now, write the true false. The cuckoo really likes the winter season. Write true for T for true and F for false statement. The cuckoo really likes the winter season. True or false? True or false? Now, the cuckoo really likes the winter season. True. Only true vanira sir. Roshanji, that is the wrong. It is not true. The cuckoo really likes spring season, not winter season. It is false. Why? Because the cuckoo really likes no winter season. The cuckoo really likes spring season. So it is false. Beech is a kind of tree. No. Beech is a kind of tree. It is true. Nightingale is a small reddish brown bird. Nightingale. Now tell me. Nightingale or night small reddish brown bird. It is also true. The poem is composed by Nepali poet. The poem is composed by Nepali poet. It is false. It is written by Thomas Hardy. It is written by Thomas Hardy, the English poet. It is wrong. It is wrong. False. No. No. It is obvious from the poem that Thomas Hardy likes winter. Does the poet like winter season? Does the poet like winter season or not? Now, it is obvious from the poem that Thomas Hardy likes winter season. Does the poet like spring season? Sorry, winter season? No. It is also false. The sea is a calm in winter. The sea is calm in winter. The sea is calm in winter. It is also false. The rain in spring does no harm to the trees. The rain in spring does no harm to the trees. It is also true. It is also true. Now match the following. The cuckoo likes, the poet dislikes, baby birds ... large black birds. The meadows start flying, the spring weather retire to their homes, the winter weather sunshine covers with flooded water. Now can you match the poem? Can you match? Now the cuckoo likes. The cuckoo likes. What does it like? The cuckoo likes spring weather. A. The poet dislike. The poet dislike the winter weather. B. Baby birds start flying. C. Large blackbirds. Retire to their homes. Now the meadow. The meadow covers with flooded water. Now you can take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot. Now, songs well. The nestling, the cuckoo, the nightingale. Complete the following sentences by choosing the correct alternatives. Sings songs well. Sings bills. Bills best. Which bills the best? Sings songs well. Which bills the best? Which bills the best? Sings songs well. Now, the nightingale bills the best. Bills the best. Means sings the best means sings well. Dress up their fine clothes. Who dress up in their fine clothes? Travelers, Gauls, citizens. Now Gauls dress up their fine clothes. The weather described in the second verse is dull, bright, lively. The weather described in the second verse is dull, bright, and lively. The weather described in the second verse is dull, dull, bright, lively, lively. The weather described in the first verse is liked by nestlings, rooks, and cuckoos. The way that described in the first verse is liked by. The way that described in the first verse is liked by. Cuckoos. People love in the spring season. Traveling, going their home, singing. People love in the spring season. People love in the spring season. Traveling, going their home, singing. Now they love for traveling. Love for traveling. What do the nestling do in the spring? What do the nestling do in the spring? Now your turn. Nestlings. What do the nestling do in the spring? What do the nestling do in the spring? Nestling. Nestlings. Nestlings start to fly in the spring. Nestlings start to fly in the spring. What does the nightingale do? What does the nightingale do? Nightingale sings its best. Nightingale sings its best or bills its best. Or you can say that bills its best. How do the girls come out in the spring? The girls come out with spring muslin dress. Dress in the spring. Now, what plan do people make? What plan do people make? People make plan to travel south and west. People make plan to travel south and west. What happens to beach in winter? Drip in brown sand dunes. You can say that. Drip in brown sand dunes. Now, what happens to beaches in winter? Beaches drip in brown sand dunes. Beaches drip in brown sand dunes. You can say that beaches. Beaches drip in brown and dunes. Where do rooks go? And why do they migrate? Now, where do rooks go? Why do they migrate? Rooks return their home. Rooks return homeward. Why do they migrate? Return home. They migrate because of coldness in the winter. Coldness in the winter. Does the poet enjoy the winter or the spring? Why? The poet enjoys spring, not winter. The poet enjoys in the spring because he can travel south and west. He can travel south and west. He can travel south and west. He can listens the nice song of the cuckoo or nightingale. He can listen the beautiful song of cuckoo and nightingale. And similarly, he can travel south and west. And so the poet likes spring season. You can take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot here. You can take a screenshot here. Screenshot. Thank you, class. Thank you, class. And at last, you can screenshot it. Now, you can also take a screenshot. This one. Thank you, class. Thank you, class. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you, class. Good night.